this is certified yoga therapist Christy Price, and thank you so much for joining me today for a guided mindfulness meditation. You are welcome to do this meditation seated, or if you would like to be fully supported, then you might lay down on the couch or on your bed and cover up with a blanket, especially if you tend to get cold as you relax. So go ahead and give yourself a few moments to get set up and we will begin. Thank you so much for joining today.
Wonderful. Once you get yourself settled, you want to make sure that your body is the most comfortable. So make sure your hands are placed somewhere where they can rest easily. Ensure that your body is supported in all the ways that it needs to be supported so that you can rest and relax. Sometimes we like to take a sigh or two sighs once we get into our position. If you'd like to do that at this time, go ahead and breathe in through the nose, open the mouth, give a nice deep sigh through the mouth, maybe two. And I encourage you to use that throughout daily life, right? There's a reason we have the saying, calm down, take a deep breath, to people who seem anxious or nervous or worried. Because when we take that deep breath and when we sigh it out, it allows the body and the muscles to relax. Oxygen does amazing things for so many different parts of the body. So give yourself that gift almost of taking the deep breath in, inviting in more oxygen, opening the lungs in different places. And also that gift of letting the exhalation become slow so that you can feel your body getting heavier when you breathe out. Now begin to breathe in and add a gentle pause at the top of your in breath. You're going to breathe in, you're going to pause and hold it. And the duration for how long you hold it really is very individual. But I want you to hold it until right before you feel like you really need to breathe out. And then let that out breath again be slow and relaxed. And then you just repeat that. And we've been really working on mindfulness, meditation lately, and today's no different. There's no specific technique you need to follow, but instead you are just simply being completely aware of this moment that you are living, that you are in. Aware of the breath, letting the breath be the anchor for you to stay here, now, in the present. And just noticing if during that time of silence there, perhaps your mind went into the habit of thinking, as it so often does. And there are definitely times in life where we need thinking, where we need planning. But just like those aspects are important during certain times, so is the aspect of being present. Because when we are thinking, we are usually rarely in the present, not in the present, right? We're not here thinking about something that's already happened or planning for something that might happen. So it's so important to let the breath be your anchor, come back to the breath. A lot of times for people, it's helpful for them to say to themselves, thinking, when they find themselves distracted with thought. And when you say that thinking, you come back, you find the breath again, and you try to stay present. Inevitably, you're going to think again. It happens always. And, I've said this before in class and I'll say it again that try not to see the act of you moving into thought as something that's negative. Yes, certainly we're working on being present and being here and being with our breath, right? But the fact that you even became aware of the fact that you were thinking is a huge step. You became aware of it. You didn't go down the storyline. Instead, you said, oh, wait, I'm thinking. Let me come back to my breath. And that's huge. And you're starting to train the neural pathways, the nervous system. You're training your brain, your consciousness, all these different parts of you to recognize when distraction has occurred and then bringing it gently back into the present moment. And the more that you practice this, which is why we've been doing it for several weeks, the more you practice this, you'll start to feel it like infiltrating into your daily life. Maybe you're trying to stay present for something and then you go into a storyline. But the powerful thing is that you can become aware of it and then you can come back to the present. Many of us are not aware when our mind runs off in a completely different direction. Just slowly following that breath in Maybe saying inhale, maybe saying pause, maybe saying exhale. Just following it in and following it out. Coming back to the breath. As always, you are welcome to stay and relax and take a nap. Keep practicing mindfulness. Just rest for as long as you like. But I will end by thanking you for your presence, for being with me, for trusting me to guide you. My heart is full, 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 full. Thank you. Peaceful thoughts, peaceful words, peaceful intentions. Namaste.